Right. Is everything... Oh, yep. Everything seems in order there. We should have better audio now that I'm running the audio through the Rode microphone. Yeah. So, there's a few updates. Just going to test the chat here. Bear with. I'm pretty new to this streaming malarkey, so bear with me, but just doing a little bit of testing to make sure things are running as they should be. And everything live? Yep, looks live there. And just testing the chat. But the chat is, yes, okay. Chat is showing up on the screen. Okay. Now, progress has been made. I'm slowly improving things as far as, cameras, audio, and just, small incremental changes. The plan for tonight is I'm actually wondering whether I can, the problem with this camera here is it's great and all, but when I go into streaming mode with this camera, so it's streaming through the USB, you can't adjust anything. I think I mentioned this in one of the later streams I've done, is I can't adjust things like where the focus reticle is, if I've got it set up on autofocus, that is. Also, I can't adjust the frame rate to sync in with these CRT screens without actually taking the camera out of the streaming mode, and then effectively that's disconnecting the camera from the stream, and then adjusting the frame rate, for instance, and then reinserting the USB cable and starting the camera back up in the streaming mode, and whether it will pick back up again after it had been turned off and then brought back on again. It was whether it'll actually be picked up by the streaming software. That is something I haven't tested. I'm not going to mess around with it too much right now. The problem with that is this is going to get awful strobing on this screen here. This dirty old screen, which I haven't cleaned up yet because it's come straight from, its previous life, put it that way. But as far as the computer here goes, I have made some upgrades. I've put a quieter fan in, so you probably would have seen that in the last stream. I've installed an OR32 sound card, which works well. I haven't fully put it through its paces at this stage, but I intend on having a wee play with it today. And the other thing I've done is I've put another hard drive in this computer here. This one here. That drive there. It is a 40 gig Acer hard drive. Nothing spectacular, but it's just sitting in there temporarily at this stage. I haven't mounted it yet, but I will get around to that. I've also got my compact flash card reader there. And the reason I put another hard drive in is because in the last stream I decided to reinstall Windows and put OS R 2.5 Windows 95 on this machine. And the original install, the one that I was using, had a 2 gig partition, and I wanted to extend, I basically blew away the partition and started again with the old drive. But the problem with the old drive was I set up two partitions, basically split down the middle, so I had two 20 gig partitions when I was formatting the was it formatting? Yeah, I was formatting the first partition I was going to use for C drive, and it found an error on the drive. And I am going to run the regenerator tools, I think it's called, hard drive regenerator or something like that, to lock out the bad sector, which I suspect there's only one bad sector on there. I think Carsonomy suggested that maybe there's just the one bad sector, so I'll go ahead and run those tools on that drive. But in the meantime, I've installed this drive here, and we also did some clocking experiments. So I was running this computer at 83 megahertz frontside bus at how many, I think it was, let me just calculate that. We were running it at, I think it was 250 megahertz, 83, yeah, 3 times 83. So 3 times multiplier, 83 megahertz frontside bus. But we decided that it was too unstable. It was locking up in Need for Speed 3 especially. And I just wanted to underclock it. Well, not underclock it. I took the frontside bus down to 75 megahertz based on Mivanki's advice, basically. And I think we're running at still 250 megahertz or close to it, which is, well, actually slightly more, maybe 3.5 times multiplier, I think it is, at 75 megahertz, so 262.5 megahertz. The CPU reports that differently, so in the BIOS, because it's a Cyrix M2 chip, it doesn't report the actual speed of the chip as such. It grossly inflates it for marketing purposes, I suspect. Yeah, sorry about the reflection here. It's quite sunny here at the moment. I'll swing that around just to get you a better view there. But has this got power? Does it have power? Just fire up the computer anyway. No, we don't have power. No. Why don't we have power? A few gremlins in the works here, folks. Hold caller. You've got power on this power strip. Hold. Well, I can understand why the computer wasn't turning on, because the bloody power the switch wasn't turned on the back. What's that noise? Man? Bit of a funny noise coming from the fan there. Why is this? Do I have it plugged into power? No, I don't, do I? Plugging in the power would help. Bear with. Yeah, that fan's starting to sound a bit dodgy. There we go. Yeah. So this could go awry here, and what I mean by that is I want to try and set the shutter speed on the camera, but I'm worried that if I disconnect it, it may not reconnect into the software again until I restart it. But let's try it. I might have to restart the stream if that's the case. And a fixed focus would probably be quite good as well. It is having trouble focusing here. Okay, I'm going to cancel the stream. Okay. And hopefully Yep, so you can see there that the image is frozen. So yeah, sorry about that. You couldn't hear what I was saying because I had the camera disconnected. You can see there the image is frozen on that main image there. And I've plugged the camera back in and it's on streaming mode, but it is not reconnecting, and this is a potential issue. I guess I just need to get the camera set up correctly before I start the stream and not sort of mess around with it at all. It's a bit of a shame that you can't turn it off and turn it back on again and have the streaming software pick it up. But that's not a huge deal. Yeah, sorry about the audio issues here as well. I'm putting this down to a test stream. Okay, I just had to add another source there to my webcam source, so yeah. I'm just putting this down to a test stream here. Sorry about the technical issues. Okay. If I remove the Sony camera, the main camera, and attach it as a source, I'm sure it'll pick it up again. In fact, I will do that. Actually, if I lock it and unlock it, does it come right? No. Hide, unhide? No. If I delete it, I'm sure it'll come back. I shouldn't mess with this in the middle of a stream, but anyway, here we go. Video capture. Hello? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's still locked up. I think I have to cycle the software for it to, you know, re-enable / redetect this camera. Living and learning with this, so yeah. Okay, well, at least I know now that the chat's working, and I know the limitations of the removing cameras from the stream. What I'm curious about is if I remove the webcam, will that pick up again? I'm going to disconnect the webcam and reconnect it, so we might lose this as well. But once I get all this sorted, I'll come back and do a proper stream. Sorry about this. Okay, that is the webcam disconnected there. Reconnecting the webcam. There is no light on the webcam. So yeah, that's a fail as well. You can't remove any source and just reconnect it and have it pick up. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll come back once I get, everything a little bit more ironed out. As I say, I'm just setting up, learning the software. But yep, I don't think anyone's watching. Oh yes, there's 2 viewers. One's me. Yeah, I'll get there. Thanks for watching. If you are watching, it's yeah. Say I'll come back once I get things sorted best I can.